For the past few months now, and I don't like to admit it, I've been using AI more and more in my daily life. It started a little while ago, over Christmas, when I had a few exams to do for university, and they required a bit of code, so I used AI. I even bought the premium plan for ChatGPT, and it was very useful in that capacity. It began as a tool, but slowly I noticed AI started to creep into the rest of my life. I'd use chatbots to plan my life, to plan finances, budgets, to talk about relationships with friends, with family, things like this. I was talking about my own life with a chatbot more and more, very similar to how I used to use my journal. And something I noticed, and I was thinking about this today because I was writing in my journal for the first time in a long while, but it felt kind of foreign to me. For one reason or another, ever since I started using ChatGPT, it kind of killed the journal for me. And that I think is because I use it in a very similar way. I don't know how common this is as a practice, but I quite often will start chats and I'll talk about things that I would normally put in my journal. Stuff that generally speaking I already kind of know the answers to, but for some reason now I'm using a chatbot that replies to me and is essentially affirming all of the ideas I give it. And I think that started causing a lot of problems in my life. I think more than anything, what it creates is a kind of lack of trust in your own mind. I think when we use chatbots in this kind of way to essentially affirm things that we already believe, what we do is we train ourselves to not trust our own brains, to have to kind of hear these things again from what is essentially a very kind of sterile platform. ChatGPT is never telling me anything new. It's never telling me anything specifically interesting. Unfortunately, I don't use it very much for learning or for research or for work, except for in very specific periods. And so all it does is reaffirm things that I already would know myself if I just spent a tiny bit of time thinking about it. And so I think that's done two things. It's made me lose a lot of faith in my own mind, and it's also probably made me a bit more stupid. I think there are occasions now that I often find myself kind of thinking of something and asking ChatGPT when realistically I could have just done that thing completely by myself and used to do it by myself for many years very successfully. And that can't be very good for a person. But I think more importantly what it does is it disconnects us from our lives in two very important ways. I mean, the first way is it removes ownership of the ideas that you have. I think back in the day I was a very introspective person. I mean, I used to journal a lot and come up with plans for myself, for routines for myself, and that was a very important part of my life. And maybe maturation and just growing older has meant that I do that a bit less, but I think also, and by the way my cat is here, but also using AI has not particularly helped on that front at all. Nowadays, even if I know it isn't necessarily true, because I'm getting feedback from a chatbot, the ideas that I have don't feel like they're my own anymore. I'll come up with a routine and run it through ChatGPT, and so it sounds like it's being vetted by an external kind of character. And so this doesn't help me feel connected to the things that I'm doing anymore, to the ideas that I'm having. I'll run scripts through ChatGPT, I'll run text that I've written through ChatGPT, and so nothing feels like it belongs to me anymore. And maybe if you're not in a particularly creative industry, that might not matter as much to you, but for me, someone that does YouTube, I've noticed myself falling into the trap of running scripts through AI, of running thumbnails through AI, and even if I don't use the edits that it proposes, because often they are very stupid, it still just removes that ownership from the things that I do. And then I think the final thing it's done is it's removed a lot of solitude from my life, a lot of solace, the kind of final affront in a way of the attention economy, so to speak. It began with constantly consuming media, constantly scrolling TikTok and Reels, and you know, if you're on this channel, we're very anti-social media on here, but now it's crept further. Now it's no longer just about not using your phone, not consuming content. It's become about not even having the time free anymore with yourself, with your own brain. And this is really important. Like I say, I used to journal a lot. I used to journal for hours and hours every day, and it was a place where I'd process my thoughts and kind of think things through, process emotions. And ever since using AI to fill that role, it's really not felt the same. I've not been able to process my thoughts as well. And I think I've genuinely lost something in not having that solitude anymore. Completely distraction free from screens, from anything giving me feedback. So truth be told, I'm not really sure what the point of this video was, but if anything, it should serve as both a warning, but also a kind of goal for myself. I think a warning in the way of don't let AI creep. I think AI, like we say, is a tool, it's a multiplier, right? You can use it for specific reasons, and for those reasons it's very good, and it multiplies your productivity, or whatever you want to call it. But for some reasons, you really want to try and avoid it. And this is where I come on to my own kind of goal. Like I say, this channel has been focused very much so in the past on not using social media, on using flip phones, which, by the way, I'm still using. That experiment is still going fantastically. But now as well, I think I want to expand that and just expand it to AI and Gen AI in general, and say that this is what I want to try and do. And maybe in 30, 90 days time, you'll see a video from me where I talk about this. But the goal now is going to be to not use Gen AI for at least a few months, and see if I can try and reclaim some of that solitude back, some of that mental capacity back, and see how it goes. And then some other updates, because this is a talking head video, so I feel like I can talk about other things on here. But of course, this is a very different style of video from what we're used to on this channel, and it's not going to become a norm. Like I said in a post recently, I've just been very busy at the moment. I had a job interview, so there was about 2 weeks where I was preparing like very thoroughly for that. It was in a consultancy firm, is as much as I can probably say, technology consulting. But anyway, I did that interview, and then I had a few days where I was waiting to hear back, where I was equally stressed and not able to make videos. But I got the job. I start in September, so that is very exciting. And from now, we're going to go back to the normal timeline of making videos, one proper good video every Sunday. So hopefully we'll get back to that soon. The other update as well, if you've not seen, is I started a private community, the Symposium. It's a free community. You do have to fill in an application for it, but it's kind of a knowledge sharing community, where the idea is that we get people who are doing interesting things, who are interested in education more so than anything, and to create a space of discussion between people that are interested in interesting things. So yeah, join that as well. There'll be a link for that in the description if you want to. But other than that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed my little random mini rant. And yeah, manifest excellence. I'm proud of you.